Writing a perfect email to new employer hiring manager, it's always give the pressure. Not very sure like the email what I'm drafting, is it a right or wrong? And especially where we are in the current era where ChatGPT is really working with us. If any question is coming, we immediately ask ChatGPT and we are generating the result. We are asking the ChatGPT to generate the emails. But do you really think by having the AI generated email will help you to end up into the you know dream job, and the employer, your hiring manager, will see that? Because there are so many ways we can find out this is an AI generated email, because in that email there is no engagement, there is no personal connection. So unless and until while drafting the email to the hiring manager you don't show the personal interest, engagement, that email will be the robotic only. So what I'm going to cover up in this video. So common templates, common emails are used by applicants when they are applying jobs. And then second thing, like a do's and don'ts, especially when while drafting an email. So let's deep dive and let's understand which are the common emails are there, and how we can use the chat gpt to give the proper content from the chat gpt, and you can make the modification and you can then email to the new employer or the hiring manager. Writing an email to the hiring manager, it's always give the pressure, thinking if my resume will get selected, then what? Is that email is good enough to express my interest for that particular role? So many questions arise in our mind while drafting the email. And especially in particular era, current era, where we are always take the help of the chat GPT, not only for the draft emails, but for the replies also and many more things. But do you really think AI generated emails are going to help you to land up in a good job? Unless and until you don't have a personal touch and the engagement in that email, that personal touch is more important. So what I'm going to share in this video, certain AI prompts will help you to generate good email draft, and later on you have certain tips how you can create a engaging and give the personal touch, certain do's and don'ts where while drafting, and certain 5 common email draft emails which are all the applicants are used, whether they are into the starting of their career or they are the looking for the new opportunity while having a job in their hand. So let's deep dive and let's understand one by one. Hello everyone, I am Tejaswita and I'm career re-entry, career comeback coach. Over 18 years of experience into the recruitment, I have received number of resumes from the applicant with the different style of email writing. So certain emails are very impressive, but certain emails like a candidate will just write one line and saying you are looking for the job opportunity. That will not end up into your dream job. And if you are using the similar pattern of the draft, similar way of writing the emails, that also will create a monotonous and if you are sending a resume to recruiter also able to find out. And especially when you are generating the email from the AI, from the chat gpt or Gemini, that is also easily catchable. So since I have been in this industry for quite a long time, email is a very important, because that shows your personality. And I always says what you are, it should reflect in your resume and in the email also. So let's understand which are the common email drafts we can use, and you can create a certain drafts in the Word document. So as and when new opportunity comes, you can make little modification and you can send your resume along with that mail. So in this part, I'm going to use the mind map and to show you like which 5 emails you have to ready with that, and what is the purpose, why the content what we are writing, why it is important. So the common email templates in that, first is the cold outreach email. The cold outreach email is basically the purpose is like to show the interest when there is a no job. In case like you have a dream company and you wanted to share your profile, but there are no jobs right now, but still you want to share your resume and the hiring manager. In that scenario, you can use this old outreach email and you can show your interest, expressing your interest, like you are interested in your company and interested in that company and for a particular role. And how why it works, because personalization grab attention and with the clear call to action is very important. For example, if you're writing about your achievements and the whatever you have gone through the website, certain events, and you're praising about that, like you're showing the interest, but towards the end, you can always ask for like a, it would be good if you can allow me the 15 minutes to have a quick discussion with you. Similar kind of, you can more professionally, you can write, and the call to action is very important. Now here I wanted to give you the AI tip, AI prompt. This is a prompt like a write a professional cold outreach email to the hiring manager at so and so company, mentioning my 5 years, 3 years of experience into digital marketing and my administration for their recent campaign. So as I said, if you have gone through website or you come across any activity, according to you can modify this prompt. Now second is about the follow-up email. Now once you have shown your interest, now it's a time to do the follow-up also. So what you need to do in the follow-up, the purpose, it's very clear, to remind the recruiters or an employer or the hiring manager about your application and show enthusiasm. Why it works? Because it shows how you are persistent and how you are determined to join particular company, and reflect, and the most importantly, your qualification, how it is matching. Now here is the next prompt, like write the follow-up email for the digital marketing. I have just taken the example of the digital marketing role I have applied for, highlighting my experience in SEO and the asking for the next step. You can make the modification in this prompt and you can use and take the reply from the ChatGPT. Now this is the second thing. Now third email format is used for the networking email to request an informal interview. So many times it happens like you are interested in the company, you know the hiring manager, an informal way you are asking for the interview. And this works more on the LinkedIn also and in the companies also. But many times on the LinkedIn it works. You know, if you're asking, if you're connected with any HR manager and you are directly, indirectly, you know, this email will help you to ask for the interview. So what is the purpose? To build a relation and then learn more about the company. So there is a possibility after sending an email, maybe you will get response or may not be. If you are getting a response, then they will say we are interested, we are looking for, you can come down for an interview, or they will say no, uncertain, more details they will share. Why it works? Because how genuine interest and the respect for that particular respective recipient's expertise, it shows that you are interested. So for to generate informal interview, okay, and you're asking for the employer, this prompt will help you create an email asking for 15 minutes virtual coffee chat with the marketing manager at so and so company and mentioning my interest in this field. As I previously mentioned in previous video, very important to understand what are your skills, you are good into which skills. Then only if you are confident enough those particular skill sets you have and those are matching with the particular job requirement, then only you please try with this informal interview email. The next is the referral request. Now referral requests generally work on the LinkedIn, because on the LinkedIn there are first connection, second connection, third connection. So many times if I wanted to connect with any HR manager and I can see one of my friend is directly in that particular person's network, so I can request that person to share, give the referral. So how you are asking connection for the referral to job, okay? Or this is the other way also will work, like if you are looking opportunity for your brother or friend, in that also you can ask for the referral. Then why it works? Because it makes it easy for the contact to help, and this is an AI prompt. Write a polite email asking for a referral for the content strategies role at the company, for a particular company, and mention about 3 years of experience into the content creation. So that way you can request a referral, or referrals can be two ways, like you can directly on the LinkedIn you can ask the referral, like you can help ask for the person to connect with that hiring manager, or you can ask for the referral for your friend also, some other person. The third is the thank you for email after the interview. So the last is a thank you email after the interview. So what is the purpose? Yes, it's very simple, like whatever action you have taken previously, whether it is asking for the referral or informal interview, anything, here is you're expressing gratitude and reinforce your interest. And when you are supposed to do follow-up email has to be due after 2-3, minimum 5 to 7 days should take. Thank you email, you can do it like after 1 day, 2 days. Why it works? Because keep your top of the mind and the build rapport, because networking and building a rapport very important. I know many people have mentioned like you're using important, because all these are points which I'm sharing in the video. All are important. I'm not saying urgent, it's important because some other way you have to learn it and gain it. And what is the AI prompt? Draft a thank you email for interview I had for the product manager role. You can change this designation referring our discussion about the team collaboration. So by having these prompts, you can generate different types of emails, draft. Yeah. So here is the five, all the option. Like first is a cold outreach email, follow-up email after the application, networking email for the informal interview, referral request email, and thank you email after the interview. Now we will jump on the next section, that is the what you are supposed to do or you're not supposed to do, do's and don'ts. So very important, any email, it's not about the only email outreach, it's about the all the in the 5 format what you what's supposed to do. Okay, in the do's I can say personalize your email. Now personalize your email means you have to address with the person name, company, and the whatever recent achievement you have done it, you have to clearly write in the email. So personalize your email. As I mentioned like in previously, you have to keep your email engaging and personalize also. So whenever you're writing someone, make sure you will write proper salutation, name, or and the designation of the person, company name also, you see how it has written, and the what achievements you are having, how it is matching, everything has to be correlate. Okay, then second important thing in the do's, keep your email short, but it should not be too lengthy. 3 to 4 paragraphs is sufficient, because recruiters don't spend too much time in the reading. They just have a quick glancing thing. They glance and then understand like whether your profile is suitable that particular role or not. So make sure like an email to be 3 to 4 short paragraph, not more than that. Then important, end up with the clear call to action. That's more important. Ask for the specific next step, or like a informal meeting, or you can for example, as I mentioned, you can always like looking forward to having a quick chat, quick discussion, quick meeting, 15 minutes meeting with you. So please let us know. You can end up like this. So call to action is very important. Now proofreading your email. As I mentioned, AI will just give you the email, there is a without emotions. Okay, so you have to check everything, because grammar, one small grammar mistake will screw up complete email. So to check grammar, you can use Grammarly, and you can look for the new words also, sentences also, which is according to your language proficiency. Okay, this is also very important point. Many times we write the email with the very high class fluent English, but when sometimes candidate don't have that fluency in English, so their recruiters get disappointment. So how you are, it should reflect in your resume and in the email also. So use Grammarly to check the grammar mistake. And the next last point you have to do it, the follow-up strategies. Make sure like you will wait 5 to 7 business working days for the sending a follow-up email, because every after 2 days if you're doing follow-up, person will get unhappy with this particular mode, and they will lose the interest in your application. Now let's jump on the what you should not do it. Don't copy paste AI prompt. I was insisting again and again in this video. Don't copy paste. Always add personal touch to make feel it authentic. Second point, don't use generic greeting like many times we write like whoever it is concerned. Sometimes we are not aware about the hiring manager name, so we write whomever it is concerned. So don't write it. Always write the recipient name if possible. Don't write long emails. Stick to the essential. What essence you wanted to pass on in the email, that's more important. As I said, recruiters won't read walls of text. They have a lot of other work. Don't sound desperate. I've seen many candidates, they just beg please give me a job, I'm begging for this opportunity. We do understand like there are a lot of people who are jobless and they need job, but writing in the email, that's look very unprofessional. So don't do that. Focus on what are your values, and the write only respected email. Don't send without editing. Yes, many times people just send it, okay, as it is, and the AI generate emails can sound robotic sometimes if you don't add any personal touch there, okay, and the emotions. So these are the do's and don'ts while writing the emails. Make sure you will not make this mistake, and certain tips which I mentioned about the do's, you will follow this. So next part is like how to use the AI effectively for the email writing. So AI tool like a chat GPT can give you the amazing result where if you're asking the certain details, but it can, I personally feel it can only guide you. Don't take it as a, don't consider that's your thing. Your voice is absolutely different. So how you can utilize that, let's understand. The first point is a be specific in your prompt. If you want any follow-up email, don't just write the follow-up email. Write like a, you wanted to write the follow-up email for whom. If you give the history on which email you wanted to do the follow-up email, then AI will help you to generate the proper email draft. Second, add personalization. So whatever draft is generated by the AI chat GPT, don't rely on that. Make some changes in the draft. Give some personal touch, add some achievements which is missed by the chat GPT, because the knowledge what you are having, that knowledge is not gained by the AI. So you have to specify what knowledge you are having, achievement, certification, you have to mention that. Then third is the clear for the tone and the clarity. As I mentioned, if how you wanted like a fluent English proficiency or a beginner, according to you have a speech and the tone, accordingly you can give a command to AI, and that AI will help you to generate the draft. But make sure like your tone and the clarity should be polite, professional, and the looks like you are interested, enthusiasm, okay, and it should match with your personality. As I said, your resume and your email should reflect your personality when you are sharing your resume and email to your hiring manager. Next is avoid overuse. If you're completely relying on AI, okay, then you will forget about yourself. So use your GPT. Okay, my mentor always tell me, rather than going for the chat GPT, first use your GPT, enter the data with your mind, whatever it is there, and then take the help of the chat GPT for the correction or the for the bringing enhancement. Okay, so don't use overuse of the chat GPT, and give some exercise to your brain as well. So emails are powerful tools to grab the attention from the new employer or the hiring manager, creating the opportunity. But only if you write proper email, follow the proper strategy, and with that you have the proper mindset. Okay, then only it is easier for you. So remember about the do's and don'ts, what you are supposed to do, what you are not supposed to do, and use the AI as an assistant, your friend. No, do not completely depend on the AI, because unless and until you will not show your enthusiasm, your engagement, your personal touch in the email, your personality will not reflect in the mail. So don't forget to subscribe my channel. I know these are the topics are very crucial, because these topics are coming from my participant candidates are asking this question, and that is helping me to creating this trendy topic. Thank you very much for all the participants and the people who are asking me question. As I said, subscribe my channel, do hit the like button, and if you think this video is really useful, share with people, share with your friends, and till the time, thank you and see you in the next video.